Tonight we're learning more about who we lost in last week's DCA air disaster. These right here are new pictures of the Livingston family, Donna and Peter, and their daughters, 14-year-old Everly and 11-year-old Lydia. Friends say they were staples at the Ice House skating rink in Ashburn. A vigil was held in Colorado tonight for the more than 24 members of the figure skating community lost in this crash.
We've seen memorials growing outside of the Ice House and other local rinks. And over the weekend, families attended a memorial just steps from the crash site at Reagan National Airport. Tonight, we're hearing from the parents of one of the military members on board the Black Hawk helicopter, Staff Sergeant Ryan O'Hara.
He was just a great guy all the way around. He was a good son, a very loving father to his little boy.
Now, there are three significant angles to this story we are following tonight. The efforts to recover some of the remaining victims, the salvage mission to get the debris out of the Potomac River, and the investigation into exactly what happened here.
Matt Gregory is digging into all of it for us tonight.
Each night, the search and salvage crews break until the morning. They take stock of everything they uncovered from the Potomac River during the day. Crews say at this point they're moving along a lot faster than they anticipated, and the positive ID count on victims is up above 50. And at the same time, they're still uncovering new evidence that points in the direction of what may have caused this tragic crash.
Today was a very successful day for the most part.
Colonel Francis Pera from the Army Corps of Engineers says the salvage work on American Airlines Flight 5342 began at daybreak.
The first of the two engines was removed at about 10 o'clock this morning. Shortly after that, about noon, we had the fuselage out of the water.
Finally, by the afternoon, crews pulled a wing out of the water. This video provided by the NTSB gives an overview of the recovery work on the passenger plane. And from the wreckage, DC fire crews recovered more victims. So far, they've identified 55 of 67 people.
During recovery and salvage operations today, additional human remains were located.
Over the weekend, the NTSB released preliminary data from Flight 5342's black box. It showed the plane at an altitude of 325 feet, plus or minus 25 feet, while the control tower showed the Black Hawk helicopter at 200 feet, the maximum flight level, which clearly was not the case.
I think it's important for us to not speculate, because there are all kinds of reasons that you could deviate from an altitude.
But again, that's all preliminary. It's not confirmed. The NTSB continues to dig through the data from Flight 5342 and the Black Hawk helicopter, and salvage crews will work to complete the recovery of the passenger plane before moving on to the helicopter.
Tomorrow, our goal is going to be the cockpit. That goal may be impacted tomorrow by a couple of environmental conditions, notably the wind.
At DCA, Matt Gregory, WUSA 9.